Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to turn chicken breasts into chicken nuggets, and this is going to be an air fryer recipe. So I want to make this quick and easy. We got some chicken breasts here, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have to cut these up into little chicken nugget shapes. So make sure you have a nice sharp knife. I'm going to give a few tips here on how to make sure you can cut your chicken breast as quickly as possible. So first things first, you want to make sure that you do have a sharp knife. Now, if you don't have a sharp knife, you can get a knife sharpener, which will help out a lot with this, or you just get a new knife. Now, we're going to take the chicken breasts here, and we're going to cut against the grain. That's going to help cut them a little bit quicker, and again, sharp knife is going to help out a lot here. So I like to kind of pair them up, if you can do that, to get multiple cut at once. Now, this is a pretty repetitive thing, but I'm just going to go ahead here and get these all chopped up. So after we have our chicken breasts chopped up into little chunks, we want to make sure that they are kind of small because this will affect the cooking time. We're next going to take a bowl, get an egg, maybe 2 eggs, and some flour, and this is going to be the breading for it. So flour is a nice little base there, but you will want to have some type of seasoning. I'm using a seasoning salt, and then as well, we're going to get some breadcrumbs. And I'm using panko Japanese style ones just because they give it a bit better of a crunch. So next things next, we're going to be taking that egg, crack it into the bowl there, and then we're going to get the eggs all over the chicken. You can also use olive oil. That's another option if you want to make it a little bit easier. I might just spray it with olive oil and then put the eggs on top just to get it done a little bit quicker, as you can use either option here. So yeah, once you got that, we're just going to start throwing the chicken into this little flour combination here of eggs, flour, and our chicken. Now, I have 4 whole chicken breasts here, so there's quite a bit of chicken in this, but that's the gains. So yeah, the egg yolk is going to be a little bit messy, but we just want to mix it up with the flour to get it a little bit of a coating on top. So yeah, once you got that all mixed up, we're going to add in the breadcrumbs. Now this is what's going to give it that crunchy texture that we love in chicken nuggets. So yeah, you want to make sure that you get that well done on there. So it's going to load it up with the flour. This kind of combines together to give it a bit of a nice breading. So go nuts. Now after we got the chicken breast nuggets all coated with the flour, breadcrumbs, and seasoning, we're next going to load them into the air fryer. So this is an important step because you can mess things up a little bit, so obviously we don't want that. Now, a very important step in this is to make sure that the chicken breast nuggets are all coated in this coating. So what I like to do is to just load them on one by one, and what you can do is make sure that each side of it is coated in the coating that we want to have on it, because as we move them around, they're going to get stuck to each other because these things are quite sticky. So yeah, keep that in mind when you're doing this, that stuff's going to stick to them, and the chicken breast nuggets will stick to each other. So you just want to make sure that you get as much coating possible on these chicken breast nuggets, so it's there's not too much on one side and then it's bare on the other. You want to have it equal. So yeah, I like to brush them up with the coating a little bit before I put them into the oven there. So the trick to getting them all covered in the coating is to just kind of roll it into the flour and breadcrumb combination, and then eventually, once you get it all worked into it, it'll look something like this. Now this is uncooked. We're going to get this cooked. So we're going to put it in the air fryer. Now cook time may vary. I have a huge load of chicken here, so it will take a bit longer, but I'm going to set it at air fry. I like to go with like a lower temperature so that we don't burn it. So we're going to start off here with, we'll go 375. We're going to put it in for it takes it can be a quick cook if you have them really sliced thin, and you can do 4 minutes per side, but typically it's going to take a lot longer than that. So the average amount of time that we need to leave it in the air fryer for is going to be around the 14 to 20 minute mark. It can be a little bit longer than that or shorter than that, but that's on average how long it's going to take for this to get well cooked on the inside. Now we want to make sure that we're not getting salmonella poisoning, so it's very important to make sure that the interior temperature is at the right number. So we're gonna let this thing do its thing, heat up and cook our food, and then we're gonna flip it and it'll be ready to go. So there we are. So this was a really large plate. So this was a really large tray of chicken, and it ended up taking 25 minutes for it to cook. I raised the temperature to 400 halfway through and flipped them, and I'm now going to take them out. So I think they look really good and they smell delicious. So I'm super excited to give these a try. Wow. So that's it there. I don't know how well the camera is going to focus on this, but yeah, these smell delicious. Got a nice even cook, and I'm gonna go put these onto a plate. So that smells absolutely delicious. I can't even describe how good that smells. I got to finally track onto the middle of the plate there. But there's the chicken nuggets. Made in the air fryer. 370 for about 12 minutes, and then a 13-minute at 400 flipped, and look at that. Crispy and probably gonna be delicious. So I'm gonna put these down on a plate, take a couple photos, and then we're gonna give it a review. So there they are in all their glory, chicken nuggets. So I have here the chicken nuggets, and I'm just going to do a quick review. I have a garlic aioli, one of the best sauces for chicken nuggets in my opinion, and these are extremely crunchy, so let's see. 10 out of 10. Those are really good. The breading has an incredible crunch to it. It has a really nice flavor overall. It brings out the chicken's flavor, and a little bit of the egg gives it a nice, kind of like a coating on top, similar to how you get chicken nuggets from a restaurant. This stuff is amazing. I am super impressed with that, and very healthy overall. You can use egg whites if you want to make it a little bit healthier to remove the egg yolk, but there's a little bit of flour and some breadcrumbs to make some really tasty chicken nuggets. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video useful, and if you did, please hit the subscribe button below, and I'll see you in the next video.